Hello and welcome to Old People This Week. My name is Jeff, and those two gentlemen, both in desperate need of professional hairstyling, are Paul and Mike. And they are both, by the way, from the great state of Washington. I think. Mike, are you
Indeed.
from? Where'd you spawn from, anyways?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Walla Walla. Say that fast twice.
The home of Adam West.
The home
a
of Adam
Batman
West and some of the best red wine in the country now.
Oh, please, not with red wine. If you're up there, you're drinking hard liquor just to get through the next day.
See, Paul, he needs to travel more.
Yes,
He
needs
is.
to get
Paul's
out.
not. Paul's not from little old. Paul's from Seattle, the big city. To you,
Yeah.
Walla Wallaites.
Well, check out Walla Walla and the wine growing business. It's the Napa Valley of the Northwest.
That it is.
Napa Valley. Oh my God.
It's
Old People
independent
This
and-
Week is for hale and hearty people over the age of 60. If you are Gen X anything and you snuck in here somehow, that's good because you'll learn something. Every Thursday we give you the news, the slanderous, sensational stories, and of course our esteemed opinions, which is everything you'll need to know this weekend. So you'll sound smart with your friends at the golf course, the tennis club, and of course at happy hour, where three bartenders have declared disability claims for shaking Mike's martinis. They've hurt their elbows.
Viciously shaken.
Yeah. You see them around, you see all these old guys around our town, like the old bartenders holding their arms.
They all know me.
They all know you. They see you coming there. They do stretch, they do exercise before they serve you. All right, we got the greatest comment of all this week.
What's that?
We got a comment from a woman named Georgina8825. That's her handle, if it indeed is a woman, but I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. She said, I was tabbed out of YouTube, which I don't quite know what that means, but says, I was tabbed out of YouTube when this video auto played. I think it is the first time I've experienced divine intervention. You guys are really cool, and if you need another niece or granddaughter at Thanksgiving, I'm free.
Perfect. She must have really liked my haircut.
No, there's no getting around that haircut, despite that haircut. But to Georgina, if you're ever out in the desert and you need something that you're parched and you need something to cool down with, then if you can find at least Mike and I, and we'll get Paul on the Zoom or something. He can come to the happy hour with us and we'll drink with you. How's that?
Exactly. Great
Thank
comment.
you. Thank you. My first rant, what was it going to be today? Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, the first rant, I've changed it because I sent you that little picture did you get that picture I sent you?
Lily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She
So-
wants you. She wants you.
So I'm thinking, I mean, I put a lot of thought. I've had this thing for a couple weeks, and I was trying to understand why it bugged me so much. And I was thinking about, say you take your regular, not regular, but say you take a guy who's in his 70s, not married. Let's say he was a normal guy for 30 years of his life, chasing women, getting laid, having fun, liking life. Then he gets married and he spends 40 years happily married, has a couple kids, and then his wife passes and he's in a home or by himself somewhere, alone. And you're susceptible. It's all kind of scams. That's all there is on the internet now. Thank you very much. That's another thing that the generations behind us did to destroy the internet we gave them. It's all just a scam party.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
and then if you're a lonely guy and you're just looking for attention, the nurses at the place you stay are not going to pay you any attention, and maybe you don't like the older women that are at the home with you. So you get a text like this. Within about 5 minutes, you probably send her 10 grand to fly and meet you. And let me show her a picture here. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You can see her picture. I'm gonna read what she says. Oh, it's me, Lily. Are you the person I was matched with on the dating site, and can we chat? So that's, I looked at it for a second. I go, did I accidentally get on some dating site with where it just come from? And
No.
but I think, but I'm not. I've been now even doing this podcast. We do nothing but talk about scams on here towards old men. So I figured it was a scam. But what if you're just an average guy again, living on your own? You're bereft. You're waiting. You're just craving for attention, and she reaches out to you to chat.
Yeah. You may click on it.
Yeah.
When you do, you're screwed.
You're clickbait. Like,
Because it went all over Russia and Poland and Nigeria, and now they're all tapping into you.
She doesn't look
Remember the
Russian.
thing?
She doesn't
No.
look Polish. She doesn't look Nigerian for sure.
No, but that's where they're running all that shit out of. But remember the thing we did on pig butchering? The pig
Yeah.
butchering scam? That's the setup. Yeah. I'm lonely.
That's right. That was the kind of scam though that was going for an investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is not an investment. This is just
well, it's not
pay
an
attention
investment
to
to
you.
start, right? It's not an investment
No.
now, but it's nurtured, I think, into that.
Yeah. I think it's more that they don't even need to do any scam you by saying it's to make money. I think they just prey on the fact that you're lonely, and the next thing you know, you're just sending them money. Just
Yeah.
I don't know why, just because they want it.
Yeah. It
Anyways.
sucks.
That's my first rant. The second one is that Tyson fight. On Saturday, I turned into Netflix as my wife was out of town in Phoenix, and I figured I could watch one of these teen sex romps if I wanted to. I'd get yelled at.
Oh, good. Well, then just answer Lily.
No, I don't go for the extra. I go for the R-rated ones, the ones where there's usually a bunch of horny guys and they want to get drunk and they want to meet girls. But at any rate, as I turn on Netflix, and there instead was I turn in and there's the fight. But I go to the fight, and what I see right when I turn in was these two women beating the living crap out of each other.
Yeah.
Oh my God! This was the undercard for the Tyson Paul fight, and these two women, their name was where I have their name here, was Katie Taylor, and the other one was Amanda Serrano. And Katie Taylor just wailed on Amanda Serrano, and there was blood all over the place. It was just a mess. And they put on a show though, and I thought, okay, good for them. They're doing what they're there for. Just got to get it on.
Yeah.
It always amazes me after those fights, and some time has passed, and like they're interviewed on Sports Center a week later, and they're beautiful women. They have makeup, and they're very articulate. It always amazes me how they get in a cage like that and then just kick the shit out of somebody.
Yeah, they right. There's no makeup in there. Their hair is up, and they are built. I had just thought to myself, what would it be like to be married to one of those women?
Oh no, yes dear. The words yes dear become very important.
The dishes, honey. Oh yeah, the dishes.
Yeah,
I forgot
no
to do the
problem.
dishes today. Oh yeah, the vacuum. I gotta get busy here. I wouldn't
Happy
want one of
wife,
those two.
happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, especially if the wife that you want to make happy can kick the crap out of you. Oh my God! And this fight was ridiculous. It was elder abuse. Whoever sanctioned this thing should go to jail. Tyson is 58 years old, and he was in good shape. I'll give you that. He was shorter, weighed less, had a shorter reach than that Paul guy,
Yeah.
and it was going to be a slaughter anyways. But it's lucky he didn't get really hurt, and I'm glad he got a payday.
Well, to your point, all Paul had to do was run him around the ring for about 3 times and get him tired,
Yeah.
and then tag him, and he's out.
Yeah, but but they stretched that thing out, and somebody could have got hurt. It was ridiculous. And that Jake Paul was just a punk. I wish he would have fought Tyson when Tyson was Tyson.
Oh yeah.
Because Tyson would have got in the ring, he would have ripped his arm off, then ripped one of his legs off, and then he would have found himself in the hospital with one less ear because Tyson would have chewed it off.
Took his ear off.
Well, that's why in the post-analysis, when they went back and said, Tyson's only shot at was going to be in the first round if he came out and he actually landed something because he could, as opposed to like going through all the other rounds, which he wasn't going to be able to, suffice, at all.
Yeah.
It was just pathetic. The whole
Yeah,
thing.
it was. It was a pathetic thing. I heard he got $28 million or something for it. So God bless him. But man, that's no way to get.
Yeah.
You can't. They're stupid. At any rate, now on to something even stupider.
No, just don't sing. Whatever you do, don't sing.
And now, as you guys saw in the rundown, is my time for the tribute to the great American Daniel Boone. He was born 290 years ago this month in 1734. Here goes. Daniel Boone was a man. He was a big man.
No.
What a boon,
No,
what a doer,
no.
what a dream come a truer was he.
No.
From the
No.
coonskin cap on the top of his head to the heel of his rawhide shoes was the rippin'est, roaringest, fightin'est man the frontier ever knew.
Oh my.
Daniel Boone was a man. He was a big man. What a boon, what a doer, what a dream come a truer was he.
Paul, Paul, now that you've thrown up in the wastebasket,
Did you say?
wipe
Yeah.
your lips off.
The great Daniel Boone. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about Fess Parker, who played him. Fess Parker did not die at the Alamo. Fess Parker lived up in Santa Barbara and had a winery up there.
Yeah, he owns half of the Central Coast.
Yeah, he did pretty well
It's
with his
true.
money that Walt Disney paid him.
Yeah,
Has a motel
Okay.
named after him in Santa Barbara, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, you used to when you get off the freeway there was that big like a resort center that had
Yeah.
Fess Parker on it.
Yeah.
So he did okay. I liked him. I liked that show. He and Ed Ames running around. Ed Ames was the. By the way, Ed Ames is infamous
With the tomahawk
with
chop.
the tomahawk.
Yeah.
Every guy our age remembers the tomahawk story. And I'm not going to go into it. Maybe I'll bring it up sometime and find the videos because you have to see it to believe it.
Yeah, it's out
on
there.
the Johnny Carson show. All right. As I've said before, guys, we, meaning people who are over 60, or in my case, over 90, we take a lot of crap from those who aren't yet 60 or so. And there's 1,000, websites, 1,000 YouTube places, 1,000, all kind of goofs on Instagram just about boomers.
Yeah.
So, and boomers, of course, were born between 1946 and 1964. That was the greatest generation. We were part of the greatest generation, no matter what they say. We gave the world a computer. Thank you, Steve Jobs. The internet, power windows on your car, color TV in your living room, water beds, and the greatest human being of all, Christy Brinkley. She's
Well.
70 this year, by the way. And her only mistake in life was that she was too dumb and she married that idiot Billy Joel. What a waste of that time that was.
Your singing ability and your choice of generational best woman ever, highly suspect, by the
Yeah.
way.
I don't
Yeah.
want to know who your best of your generation woman was. That somebody from the 1940s, Ava
Right.
Gardner, maybe.
What's wrong with Ava?
Nothing, actually.
Oh, she tended to lead when we danced, but other than that, she was a great date.
She was married to Mickey Rooney. How does that make you feel?
Yeah.
She had to
All
hold
right.
him up to kiss him.
Right. I carried
True,
him
probably.
around on her back. We gave these generations that followed us everything, and they have totally screwed it up. Everything. We gave them this beautiful thing, the internet, and they have mangled it terribly. They've turned it into a sort of a perverse Wild West show. And then on top of it, they got addicted to it, and they can't function without it. If I was that guy Putin over in Russia and I wanted to take over the United States, I'd simply arrange for the internet to be turned off for 3 or 4 days, and
Yeah.
every one of these Gen X's, Gen Z's, Gen Y's, whatever, they would be down in their parents' basement where they live, sitting in a corner, whining and wetting their pants because they wouldn't know how to function.
Frightening.
They couldn't eat because they can't order in. There'd be no internet.
Yeah,
They couldn't
DoorDash should go
add-
belly up.
They couldn't ask for help because there's no texting. And by the way, the species would entirely die out because there would be no dating apps and these fools wouldn't know what to do. So at any rate, every generation after us has not only screwed up the internet, they've become addicted to the mindless entertainment that the internet presents. YouTube is pretty stupid, though I can't totally make fun of it since we're on it right
We're
now.
using it.
Yeah.
Everything. I guess if you're over 60, it's okay, but it's not for anybody under 60. Instagram is kind of dumb, but TikTok is actually absolutely mind-numbing. And plus, you have the extra added benefit of the Chinese spying on you when you use it.
Yeah, the Chinese Communist Party, our
Yeah.
best friends.
Yeah. So, anyway, in the spirit of knowing what's going on with the younger generations, I went on TikTok this week and looked all over the place, And there is there's 9 billion videos on there, but I mean, a lot of it is self-help stuff, almost not self-help, but like you can learn how to cook, you can learn how to clean. I saw about 28 sites on just how to fold clothes, which was kind of addicting
Pathetic.
in a weird way.
Pathetic.
It is. They'll fold your clothes up like it goes from being a big pair of pants down to something that's about this big, and then you can throw it in your pocket and carry it
Yeah,
around.
but what's frightening is to see the number of people who watch how to fold your clothes. Jesus Christ.
That's
Yeah.
my whole point. Is it's so they're so addicted to it that they just sit around all day and watch stuff like that. They're just passing their time. So, anyways, I picked out 4 videos that had a mind-boggling number of views on them, and I'm going to share them with you guys right now. And I want your honest opinion after we watch them. You can tell me I'm wrong, tell them they're great, or you can say whatever you want about them. The first one here is called Drunk Marathon, and let's roll it right now.
I'm drunk. I'm drunk. You're drunk. You're drunk. Let's go.
Did you guys understand this video or care about it?
Well, you say clearly running the New York Marathon. I don't think she was. She was standing about 6 feet next to the guy with the camera. She looped around him, came up, jumped in his face, claimed she was running the marathon. She didn't have she didn't have a bead of sweat on her skinny little forehead. She didn't. I mean,
So you think she was not even running the marathon? She just glommed onto it.
the whole thing was bullshit and made up.
What do you, Paul? What'd you think?
Actually, I'll be honest, that didn't cross my mind. I just thought she was the hysterical, just crazy person running up to the camera. But I'll go along with Mike. It's like I just honestly didn't do the Law and Order on it and come up with the whole,
She wasn't even breathing hard.
No, but the point was that why
that's
is she
true.
saying she's drunk? What's funny about that? That's the whole point of this.
That's
thing.
the question.
And who cares? Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody
Okay, that's the
cares.
bottom line. Let's get to that quicker next time.
Yeah,
Nobody
nope.
cares. Yeah.
Well, we
All
got
right.
more
The second
videos,
one.
so-
The second one is called Voicemails from My Neighbor, and this is really a trip. So let's watch it.
Sydney, listen, this might sound wild, but Hillary was cute. She's young, she's nice, she's got everything going for her. And Putin, after he takes Ukraine, might try to get Czechoslovakia back. So if she's not an American, I don't care what she is. If she's from planet Mars, I mean, she's welcome to live with me. We get along, I'll get married to her. All right, no sweat off my back. She's nice. I'm looking for somebody. Maybe we have 1 or 2 children. Who knows? But here's the bulletin. And when I go bye-bye, you can be the administrator, power of attorney, what have you, and she'll get mostly everything as a wife and mother of the kids, and you'll get something for the administration. Administration, okay? Administrator. All right, so it's up to her. But if she's a Czech subject, which I don't know, citizen or not, she speaks great English.
I don't know if you noticed it, but it said this is episode 14, so this is like a comedy skit thing. First of all, I want to say this, is that if we make fun of somebody if you're walking down the street and you see a kid who's clearly mentally challenged, you start goofing on him, people will like start yelling at you and stuff. Well, this guy, I'm about to make fun of him. He's clearly on the spectrum because nobody could absolutely think that you could just do a voicemail and convince somebody that they're gonna marry you.
No.
No. It was totally out of my mindset. This one was like beyond comprehension of, like audio and video going together, honestly.
Yeah, again, who cared? Who cares? I mean,
No, but
it's just,
right. But to the point there, Mike, is look, these people that are watching it, millions of people are watching it, have found it to be interesting. So what is wrong with this whole mentally challenged people we've left behind and gave the internet to, and they've screwed it up, and that's all they do all day is watch this dumb stuff.
it's profoundly disturbing. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Profoundly disturbing.
It is.
Seriously, because
Well, that's
these
fair.
people. No, these people can't complete a sentence. They couldn't manually write something if they had to, and if this is how they spend all their time, and there are tens of millions of them doing this, we're screwed.
Well, they're at work doing it too, at work watching it.
Oh, they're everywhere. Yeah, break rooms all over the country doing it.
God.
All right. This third one here is by Red Bull. Red Bull is the company that makes the energy drinks, and they sponsor all sorts of sports, and they own sports teams all over the world, including in America. They own the New York soccer team.
Yeah.
So this is a big company. They got a big web presence, and they have sponsor all sorts of competitions. And this one's a goofy competition from Sweden. Sorry. So just check it out.
Nervös ut. Första knölen kommer där. Andra. Och det ser vingligt ut. Och så balansplattan. Därefter och det är viktigt. Utan första. Och nu är det beredd. Oj, aj, 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 aj. Det här går alltid. Oj. Och så balansbredden. Det kom upp. Då är det bara 60 centimeter. Är de med i matchen? Nej, men det här går aldrig. Hej och hår vad det är. Oj.
Ja, men stabilt ändå. Oj! De tar sig igenom.
Lite vingligt, men här kommer tippbredden.
This one I kind of liked, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because I like goofy competitions like this, and with people may get hurt and they're falling into the water and they're just acting stupid and ridiculous. There used to be a television show on ABC called, what the hell was it called?
Wipeout.
Wipeout. And I'm telling you, my son Cade and I would sit and watch that thing every weekend, laugh. It had the same premise. You're basically doing some kind of a challenge, and then somehow you're going to fall in the water or get hit with a foam bat in the face or whatever you're going to have. But it was great.
Exactly. No, I'm with you all the way on that one. I could watch that just because it was real people just being recorded, doing wacky stuff.
Yeah, and there's currently a show that runs. It's on all the time, and it's like Whacked Out Sports. It's called Whacked Out Sports.
Yeah.
And it's the same kind of thing. It's guys trying to jump a moving freight train with a motorcycle, and obviously they wind up in the cargo compartment, not on the other side of the train. But it's a total shit show, but it's hilarious.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
I know. That's all you have to do is type in fails and anywhere, and you'll see every one of these fails. But that's what spawned. That's not spawned by the internet. That was spawned when the first time somebody had a camera and you could turn it on your buddy when they were doing something stupid, like the guy who sticks a firecracker up his ass and he lights it.
Right, and hence Vin DeBona's success for how many years? I mean, 50 years or more. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Every guy walking around with a cast uttered those famous words, "Watch this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch this. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, those are great. Anyways, that was a good one, so I like that one.
Yep.
All right, this last one here is the all-timer, though, and this was when this was shown to me. It was sent to me by someone. They said this is the one that's really, really addicting and people love it, and it's called, well, this particular video, these are all cat videos, but this one is called "Don't Hurt My Mama" or "My Mommy." So let's watch this one. That music is so crazy addicting that it's almost like drove me nuts. I couldn't go to sleep last night. It was stuck in my brain. And someone's got to explain to me, how does that cat die from just getting hit with that glass?
Oh, you put a lot more thought into this than I did.
Well, also, they go to a human hospital. Why didn't they go to a veterinarian?
Because they're cat people and they're crazy.
They weren't cat people. I mean, they were cats, but they dressed up like real humans. But then clearly the dad, there's something wrong with him. He's found they're throwing glasses around and stuff. Any rate, so
No explanation.
This is what people are watching. This is what we've spawned in the generations after ours. We've spawned this kind of entertainment for people who don't have anything else to do. What did we do when we had downtime? We didn't have any internet or TikTok to get on.
We were outside working. My dad was very good at pointing out shit that needed to be done and that I hadn't finished yet.
That's fair enough.
But the interesting part is when we were doing communication on these videos, there was MySpace, right? Where was your MySpace account?
Yeah.
And now there's something, we have Threads, and now there's something I never even heard of today called Blue Sky. It's a whole new one.
Yeah.
God knows where that offers.
And Jeff gives you and me shit because we have an AOL account.
Yeah.
So
it's cherished. That AOL account's cherished.
Yeah, and it works.
That's not even
and it works perfectly well.
it's not even a company anymore. Can't even buy stock on AOL. It doesn't exist. There's no headquarters. Nobody knows anything about it except you still have that stupid tag on there.
You wonder why I wear that T-shirt that says Luddite on the front.
What does that mean?
It's a Luddite. I'm an axe dragging generational throwback.
You are an ass-dragging generational throwback. You've perfectly described yourself. All right. Well, I keep telling people that don't stop worrying about swiping and trying to find people on the internet. Go to a bar, meet someone at the bar, get liquored up with them, go back home with them, sleep with them, and do that 100 times, and then you'll finally find one who will want to be with you the rest of your life.
Or somebody will hunt you down and beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Because that was their girlfriend.
Yeah, well, that too. But I'm saying that. But all seriousness is, putting some seriousness in this. That's what you have to do. You have to go out and meet people. You can't just sit there and on the phone looking at pictures.
Sounds like the beginning of a Dateline episode.
Yeah. Well, what was your best pickup line, Jeff, in the day?
My best pickup line?
Oh my God.
I can't remember. Paul, you were there when I was single.
Oh my
What
God.
I used to say.
We used to go out in La Cienega and out. Yeah.
There was that little bar in La Cienega. We'd go there and they'd serve Italian. Acapulco. Yeah, the cheap-ass Mexican restaurant that we were at. That's right.
We used to go up the street to the Acapulco.
Oh, man. Or Barney's Beanery.
Yes.
We did that a few thousand times.
Not a restaurant. Not a restaurant I want to try to pick somebody up in.
No, because usually you'd find girls in the men's room there.
You remember what the politically incorrect matchbooks used to say?
Yes, we're not going to go into that. No, someday. That's a whole other story.
That's a whole other episode.
And you sent me, Mike, an article that says, is technology destroying marriage? Well, yes, that's what I've just been saying.
Yeah.
But this guy who wrote that article, he says in this article that he's a Christian man, married with 2 kids. But at the same time, he's got a companion bot named Noemi, who is a, in quotes, materialistic daddy's princess who, in quotes, laughs seductively at all my jokes. Naomi tells him that he looks handsome when he wears a new flannel shirt and wishes him good luck before an important work call.
I want to go just knock this guy on his ass.
Well, what's the name of your bot, Mike?
yeah, right. Not.
Not bot. Yeah. So instead of working on a relationship with his wife, he seeks out his affirmation and empathy from a bot. And his name, by the way, is Trey, spelled Trae.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
That's another thing that any generation after us did. They start spelling their names funny. They can't it can't be, if it's Jeff, it's got to be Goeff.
Yeah.
Paul is probably, I don't know how they would misspell Paul.
Pawl.
Yeah.
Or Pall.
Yeah, Paul. Yeah, Paul.
Mike, MIC, like a drop of Mike.
Yeah.
But at any rate, I'm gonna get in touch with Trey, and I'm gonna tell him that, Trey, if you don't break up with that bot, you're gonna find yourself living all alone in Marina Del Rey, wearing shirts open to your navel and gold necklaces around your neck, and trying to pick up women at some sleazy bar down there, and visiting your kids twice a month.
If you want to really fuck with Trey, call him up and tell him to quit dating your bot.
Yeah, quit dating your bot.
Tell him
and
it's
spell your
bot.
name right, by the way, you fool. I bet you it's not like that on his driver's license. I think that's an affectation that they come up with after the fact.
Of course it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It has to be.
All right. Now,
The feds forced Costco to withdraw
Oh, yeah.
88,000 pounds of butter from the
Yeah.
marketplace because the package did not say this product is made from milk.
Yeah.
No.
Geez, what a surprise.
Yeah, except that the average Costco customer didn't graduate from sixth grade and doesn't know that there's freaking milk in the
and
butter.
butter.
I've
Jesus.
been to those Costco's. You have to lay out everything that's in these things. These people don't know what's going on, and they're not paying attention anyways.
No.
They walk in there, they grab their $5.99 hunk of chicken, they grab their whatever else, their bottle of something, and then they get their cheap ass butter and they leave. So they had so what are they going to do? Just relabel them all?
Probably. Yeah,
Yeah,
nothing
I would-
wrong with the butter. It's the packaging.
I would just,
Yeah.
I would hire all those Costco customers and just to give them all magic markers and all write
Yeah, yeah,
made
here.
with butter on the side of it.
Yeah, contains milk.
Name's milk. Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was a good story. All right, Paul. So the other story that was made that big this week is about these escapee monkeys who got loose in South Carolina, in your state, probably right around the corner from you. And
Probably, yeah, between you and your son down there. Yeah, it's like right in the middle. It's a place that's called Yemassee, South Carolina, and about 42 of them escaped. They've caught all but about 10 of them as of right now. And, you see the video of this, and it's got barbed wire up on the fences, and it looks like, some movie that's going to be made of this is not BJ and the Bear, by the way. This is like much more dramatic than that. But the interesting thing upon researching it further is there are like 4,000 to 6,000 monkeys in this complex.
Gee.
And the average monkey in the business that Alpha Genesis runs there sells these monkeys for worldwide research, and monkeys go for about 10 to 20K a pop.
Yeah.
So they're
Piece?
making,
Holy cow.
yeah, Reese's monkeys go for 10 to 20K a pop, and they're all female monkeys. Make up your own joke there. And
where's the males at?
I don't know. But I
Hey,
like
do
the fact.
did any of these monkeys talk like in the Planet of the Apes?
I don't think so. The funny part to me is that the CEO is so upfront. This is like they call it Monkey Island. This place is so remote. I mean, there is no one down there, okay? And typical in a South Carolinian way is like they're trying to make money off of something, and they can breed monkeys and sell them. It's like, hey, you got a business.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a business, all right. Well, wait till your door, somebody's knocking at your door and you open it up, Paul, and it's a monkey and he's asking you to come in and use your phone or something.
Oh, yeah. No, it's very possible here.
Because God knows what they're really doing with those monkeys. The front story is, oh, yeah, we sell them for research. They're in there. Who knows what? There's no males. There's a bunch of crazy female monkeys running around inside this building.
The male monkeys have all died from exhaustion.
And you would
Died.
probably find that some of these monkeys were at one time sold in China
Yeah.
back in 2019. So,
that's
hey,
right.
let's get that conspiracy going.
You
Yeah.
got that? Right. You got those. All right. So I'm going to tell you my monkey story. I think I've told this story before, right? So you guys have heard it, but I'm going to show a little my monkey picture here. Back in the day when I used to go to Mexico and party, which would have been right around the time that I met you, Paul, the early 80s. We would go, Jamie Batista and I.
I was just going to say, Jamie Batista.
We used to head down. We either park on this side of the border and walk over to Tijuana and party, or else we would take our car over there and take the chances and party down there. But at any rate, I'm down there one time with the guy Eric Boardman. You know him very well, Paul. He was the talent mic on our show. He was the one of the stars. Well, not the star. The stars was this guy named Steve Edwards, but he was a correspondent on the show. And Eric we called him Mr. Mailman. He did a bit on the show every week. But anyway, Eric and I and this guy Scott go down to Tijuana. We go to a rooftop bar. So we walk up to the roof, and there's nobody out there. It's like 3 in the afternoon, and sitting at the bar, drinking and smoking, is this monkey. The monkeys are specifically smoking. And Eric and I and Scott are like, what the hell? We're looking at this thing, and we notice over to the side, sitting there is a guy, this Mexican guy. We figure that's the trainer, and he's watching over him. And it was basically the whole scam was set up simply for us to go over there and get our picture taken with him, and it would give him
Right.
$5. So here is the picture.
Oh, great.
That's me in the black shirt there, with all that hair, by the way.
You still have that black shirt.
I still have the black shirt. I don't have the hair. And then Scott Senft is in the middle there. He was my college roommate. And I got another great story with him, but I won't even go into it. And then that's Eric, the talent on the other side there. And sitting in Scott's lap is the monkey that we saw smoking a cigarette and drinking a beer at a bar in Tijuana.
I'm sure these guys appreciate you using their full names too.
Yeah, they can get doxxed. Boarhead. I always called it
Eric looks the exact same.
He
He
does.
doesn't look any different.
No, he looks the same. He's
looks the same.
He's about 85 years old, and he looks exactly the same. He's a character too. Thank you, Mike. Say thanks to your better half, Mary, for her crack detective work.
Is it
And her-
priceless?
Yeah, and sneaking around and getting this great video that I'm about to show. Here it is. Yes, that is a container that this woman is walking around with her cat.
Strapped to her back.
Why do you need to walk around and leave the house and bring your cat with you?
The operative definition of cat lady.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah. What is that?
That was the American Cat Society calling to complain about my attitude.
It's probably the FBI want to talk to you.
Yeah, yeah.
They want to make you an asset. Hey, I'm telling you something. If you have a cat, leave it home. You don't need to be bringing it out and putting it on your back and walking around with it. Nobody wants to see that in front of you when you're walking around.
No, leave the door open. Maybe he'll run away. God.
I don't think, by the way, Paul, you have huskies. I don't think there's a container big enough I could stick my big lab in to run. First of all, I probably couldn't carry him on my back.
There's something in New York that changed, I think, riding the subways or in the transit system, I want to say on the MTA, that you have to have, you can only carry your pet now onto transit. You can't like walk a dog on a leash. So there's these pictures of these guys and girls carrying their huskies and their big dogs on their back through the subway. You know, I mean, they're, again, just leave them at home or...
Yeah, why are you bringing your dog or cat on a subway? That's the worst place for it, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody will eat it.
So Jeff, here's serendipity for you.
Huh.
The phone call that just came in. I'm just now reading the message that was left. Quote, "Good morning. My name is, good afternoon. My name is Monica, and I was just calling you to talk to you about the Bible. One of the witnesses, and if you have any questions, please go to jw.org regarding practical advice for daily living. Please enjoy the rest of your evening."
I don't know. You know,
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is the point here.
Yeah.
jw.org.
But the town that we live in is inundated with Jehovah's Witness people. They're everywhere.
Oh, they always come to your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't mind. They'll come knocking at the door. And so I go out there. I just happened to me a week or so ago. I went out and there's two nice young women there.
Yeah.
Sir, have you found the Lord? Or they asked me some question, and I, of course, you know what happened then.
Yeah.
I don't have to tell you. Oh, man. Anyways, they left quickly.
Quickly.
Jehovah's Witnesses. I don't even know what religion that is. It's a goofy religion. I understand most religions, but these well, I don't know what they are. The Jehovah's Witness. Who's Jehovah and what are they witnessing?
Yeah. They're witnessing you separating from your money. That's all. It's like most religions. Follow the money.
On to Florida. So these are just the headlines, and then we'll discuss. because I've gotten to where I can't take the whole stories of these things. Just the headlines are enough to
Run
make you
screaming
pissed
from
off.
the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, headline number 1: Florida man attacks mom with corn on the cob.
I don't want
Okay.
to know.
And so it turns out the reason he attacked his mom with the corn on the cob is he was pissed off about dinner that she was serving. Now you go over to your mother's house, by the way, unless you're still living there. Even if you're living there, you should definitely not say anything. You should be happy that somebody's feeding you. If your mom serves you food, corn on the cob, no matter what, she serves you greasy chicken, uncooked hot dogs, no matter what, you say thank you, mom, and you hug her and you eat it and you go away. You do not do what this fool did, which was chuck the corn on the cob at his mom's head because he didn't want corn on the cob or something. Cops show up, jail for battery.
Oh, God.
All right. Story number 2. Florida car rental staff finds toddler locked in a return vehicle.
Oh, good.
That's be like, Paul, if you were working at the airlines and you found a kid that was, just left on the plane or something after everybody left.
It's happened. It's actually happened.
Happened here last year, Jeff. There was a kid left in a school bus. The maintenance guys found him like at midnight.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
You know what's so crazy about that? Right now I'm gonna show you a picture. This is not planned. We weren't going to talk about this, but I'm in New York City. I was walking past this, what must have been a bus yard or something, and in the back of the bus, in the window, was a sign, and the sign said, "This bus has been checked for sleeping children." Like they have to go through them all at night. I'll show the picture here, and you'll see. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, this guy says that the girl was under the age of 2,
Oh, Lord.
left inside this vehicle, and so the mom calls up the person who's supposed to be watching this kid and said, "What the hell?" And he said, "Oh, I didn't leave him in the car. I left her at home when I went to get the car," which is just as bad. If a kid at home was under 2 and then to go return this rental car. But he was lying anyways. He left it in the back of the rental car, and of course he's in jail now.
Should
All right.
be. Yeah.
Here's number 3, and this is the dumbest of all of our Florida stories. Man buys some meth from one of his buddies, and he gets home with it and starts snorting it up, and he believed he got sold bath salts instead of meth. The bath salts, and he's all pissed off, and he wants to know whether or not what he bought was meth. So what does he do? He calls the cops and he asks them, "Can you test this meth for me?"
Yeah. Attaboy.
Cops just shook their head and arrested him.
Yeah.
New meaning
All right.
to protect and serve. Yeah.
To protect and serve. Thank you, officer, for your service.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, please subscribe. If you subscribe, Mike will come to your house with his lawnmower and either mow your lawn or shave your dog, no matter what you want. You do anything.
And then we'll drink a martini together.
Yeah, drink a martini together. Yeah, and that's another thanks to that person what was her name again? Oh, Georgina AA25. Yes, Georgina. We'd be honored to meet you and buy you a bottom of the shelf gin and tonic or happy hour wine, anything that's under $8, but it would be our pleasure to pay for that for you. Thank you for your comment. Send us an email to oldpeoplethisweek@gmail.com. Please, talk about anything you want, comment on anything you want. I want to know how the hell much peanut butter you have to get to eat to kill yourself. That would be something to find out. How much was it? Yeah, find out. You said peanut butter. I mean, I could just see you stuffing peanut butter in your face.
I'm trying to envision 400 bananas.
Yeah, in one sitting.
Some
Give that
people.
to some of those monkeys out there in South Kakalaki. See, they'll have
Kakalaki. Monkey
400
Island.
pounds of it. If you don't like looking at our glorious faces, I know that Mike's is kind of appalling, but if you don't like looking at them, you can check us out on Spotify or
What is not to love? Look at that.
or Apple TV. Oh, please don't do that symbol. Oh my God. Every dumb athlete in the world is up there doing that symbol to each other after they score a goal or make a touchdown or whatever.
Yeah,
Terrible. Oh, and check out our Substack on 52tasks.substack.com. Gotten a lot of interest in that old Substack. It's up to many, many viewers now, or many, many views. Last week we talked about post-election things, and next week, it's a big surprise. You have to wait and see. Right, Mike?
Yep.
All right. You guys, it's good to see you. Paul, thanks for coming in from Follies Beach.
Yep.
And Mike, I know where you're from the wilds of the Indio. Take care, everybody. Adios.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Goodbye.